Hello and happy new year. I hope you all had a great start to 2025. Our start was a little bit wonky. I would say we are feeling a little bit under the weather at the moment. It took a turn on us after Christmas. I totally lost my voice for a couple of days. I planned to do some videos for you, but didn't get around to it. And I didn't want to annoy you with my crackly voice. Because I didn't get around to cut all the footage I've taken in December, I thought we're just doing a little bit of a time traveling vlog today. I've been to my art studio / office to move some stuff over there. You will see that in a minute. Furthermore, I did some bread baking and I was pleasantly surprised how well that went. So keep on watching if you want to get the recipe. It is so easy. It's the easiest bread I've ever seen. Give it a try if you've got all the ingredients at hand.
Welcome to my art studio / office. Yeah, this is a space I've got like ambivalent feelings about. I don't know if this is even an English word. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings. Let's say that. I love this space, especially because I don't have internet connection here, so it's a nice space to let creativity flow. But on the other hand, that's kind of the problem, because I've kind of neglected being creative the last years. There was a time when in my art studio I had before, where I hosted like art afternoons with my friends. I told them, you know what, we are all adults and we don't take enough time out of our days to be creative. So maybe let's do a once a month meetup and everyone brings the project they would like to do and we're just having a nice afternoon with biscuits, cake, tea, coffee, whatever, and like chatting a bit, being creative, or being silent. And we did it quite a few times, but somehow it got lost in everyday life, as things always tend to do. So I think I really should bring back those art afternoons. Yeah, because they fill my cup. They definitely fill my cup. And I've got the space to do it. Because at home I don't have enough space to do that kind of stuff. I don't even have enough space to store all the crafty things I have. Because I do not only have canvases and paints and brushes, I've got old towels here, I've got lots of glasses and plates to put paint on. I've got wool, I've got fabric, I even have a sewing machine. That's still at my parents' house. I definitely need to get that, but that's around 20 kilograms because it's a very old one. Very nice, but very old. Yeah, and I've got a lot of paper, a lot of watercolor paper, a lot of watercolors. I think I've got like 5, how do you call those? 5 boxes of watercolor. Yeah, and I don't have space to store that at home. So it's really nice to have an extra room where I can do that. and I can just leave the mess if I want to, close the door and just drive home. That's very nice. But yeah, as I've said, I've not been creative, especially this year. I haven't picked up a paintbrush in such a long time, although I find it very therapeutic, as most people do. One of my favorite paintings is actually this one I did. I had so much fun doing that one because for the first time I didn't only use paints, I also used spatulas and stuff you use to just plaster a wall normally. And yeah, that was kind of fun. I still, with all the stuff I've got down there, I just got it from my parents' house. It was in my children's room and I had to get it out there because they are renovating that room. And I even found some glasses with ash in there, quite uncommon, but I saw it from an artist on YouTube like years ago and was so excited that I collected some ashes from my parents' oven and kept it in glasses ever since. I've never used that, although I find it quite fascinating to use natural materials to paint and not acrylic paint, because acrylic paint is essentially plastic. Yeah, it's nice, it's colorful, but it's plastic. I really should make it a goal of 2025 to visit this room and my creativity more often. So to all of my friends, if you want to do an art afternoon, let me know and we will do one again and maybe make crafting and being yourself and being creative a priority of 2025.
So I will give you a quick tour around the room. It's just one room, so not very much. But I've got a little cupboard over here, the stuff I just brought, and a little table, a very big desk. If you know, you know. I love big tables. I can't stand a little table for work, so that's a huge one. Normally there's a big screen on there as well, but currently I've got it at home. And of course I've got 2 chairs because if I have a client coming over, they need a place to sit. And if you're very good at spotting it, you notice that I've got the same desk chair at home because I really love them. And then I've got this work top, I don't know, on wheels. That's very practical because we can just put it around in the room where we like it and where we need it. I often used it for product shoots where I photographed rings and jewelry. That's a word I cannot pronounce. Rings and wedding rings, engagement rings, necklaces, earrings, stuff like that. That was very good for photo shoots. Welcome to the kitchen. It's already 3:30 and we are definitely running out of daylight again. But we're making the most out of it by just lighting some candles, having a cup of tea ready to go, and baking some bread. We're making it a tradition. In every video so far I've baked something, but this time we're gonna do something savory. I've decided to do a sunflower bread. I don't have the exact ingredients, shame on me. Normally I would need a specific type of flour, I don't have at the moment, but we're just trying it with normal 405 flour. I think this will be alright. And I don't have pumpkin seeds, but they're just for decoration on top, so never mind. So for the bread we need normally flour of the type 550. Then we need whole wheat flour, salt, yeast, brown sugar, apple cider vinegar, sunflower seeds, normally pumpkin seeds for the topping. Yes, that's it. It's supposed to be very easy, so no waiting of any kind. So I'm very intrigued to see how this will turn out. It will actually make 2 breads. Yeah, and this is how it's supposed to look like. Hopefully we get something quite similar without the pumpkin seeds. Of course. For anyone who like to screenshot the recipe, there you go. These are the ingredients and how long you're gonna bake it. I know this is only for the Germans, but I will put an English copy of the recipe in the description box. I haven't tried that many recipes out of this magazine yet, but I'm eager to change that in 2025 because I've noticed I'm just rotating the same recipes again and again and again, and I'm quite, I won't say anxious, but maybe a bit too lazy to try out new things. But I definitely want to try out new ones. I've got my Instagram saved posts full of brilliant recipes that look so good, but I've never tried them. And I really would like to make an effort next year to brace my cooking and to level up my skills. My cooking is quite okay. I'm not a bad cook in any way, shape or form, but I think I can level up because I love food so much and I enjoy cooking it and I enjoy eating it. Yeah, maybe you would like to join me, so be prepared for a lot of recipe testing and of course recipe failing. There will be some fails, I know that, but that's okay. I really need to learn that I can enjoy the process and not only the result. I think we can all learn that. We always say, yeah, we have to, are we doing, but are we actually enjoying the process? For me, it's some of the more difficult things in life, if I'm being completely honest. So yes, on to trying something new. I'm very excited. I'm definitely gonna take another attempt on sourdough next year. Definitely. I tried it once. It was okay. The taste was great, but the bread looked a little small. And then, I don't know, I just forgot about the starter and yeah, neglected it. And then forgot about it totally. So here we go. This will be a fairly easy one. So I'm just gonna weigh the flour and the salt, put in the yeast, put on some sugar and lukewarm water, and topping that up with the apple cider vinegar, the sunflower seeds, some more water, mix it all up, and that's it. That's fairly easy for bread, isn't it? So let's go. dough is ready. The recipe says it is quite sticky and it looks like it, so we will see how it turns out. I will now put it into 2 baking trays. These are 25 centimeters long and I think 10 centimeters deep. So I don't have any pumpkin seeds, as you know, but I decided I'm just putting on some rolled oats for good looking. And now these two are getting into the oven, which is not preheated. That's very important. We do 80 degrees on top and bottom heat, and we're doing the furthest down you can go. So normally you would do like the middle one, so the third one, this one, but we're doing the bottom one. And after 30 minutes, we're gonna put the temperature up to 220 degrees and bake it for around 40 to 50 minutes again. Yes, and then we got around Christmas time already. We had some cozy evenings of film watching, but also a lot of afternoons of food preparing. I did a lovely tiramisu and a very, very delicious vegan dessert. I've never tried a vegan dessert before, but it is out of persimmons and chocolate and cacao powder, oat milk, and so on and so on. And it really had the consistency of a chocolate mousse, so I was quite impressed, to be honest. I will link the recipe down below so you can try it. It's not particularly a Christmas dessert. You can do it anytime if you crave something chocolatey. Yeah, and then it was already time for Christmas Eve. I got dressed in a really lovely black attire, just some comfy trousers and a very simple black blouse with my usual accessories. And yeah, we had a very relaxed evening, enjoyed some food, and of course we enjoyed some present unwrapping. I got a really, really lovely gift. I will show you in one of the next vlogs because it will be very useful in future videos. Yes, and then it was time for Christmas Day and our raclette brunch. I just got a teeny tiny snippet of footage because I was in a little bit of a rush to get all the food ready, to be honest. I planned ahead, but as you may know, plans don't always turn out to be very accurate and doable. So yes, I had to do a little bit of food prepping beforehand, but that's totally fine. We had a lovely morning / afternoon and enjoyed every little bit of food. And yeah, that brings me to today. As I've said, the last days we've been a little bit ill. I'm very happy to have my voice back. It sounded awkward, very awkward, and awful as well. Yes, and now I actually have to pack because we are going on vacation tomorrow. We are doing a little trip to Austria. My boyfriend will hit the slopes and yes, do a little bit of snowboarding, and I will enjoy the fullest out of the spa and wellness area. And I'm very excited for it. I love that kind of stuff. And of course, I will film our trip. I really enjoy people sharing their travels and how they're doing their travels. Yeah, so I thought I could take you with me. I still have to prepare a little bit of food for our trip because we are having an approximately 8-hour drive ahead of us. That's long. During that time, I will probably cut this vlog you're seeing right now. This will be some exciting days, and when I'm back from that trip, we're gonna do some planning. I've already used these last couple of days to plan my year ahead, to see which kind of goals do I have, which kind of areas of my life do I want to be a bit better at. And I think we can do a little bit of planning together, but not too much. I'm not a big fan of rushing right into your New Year's resolutions because maybe you remember from last video I told you about the fact that we are in winter right now. So nature is telling us to slow down, to hibernate, and to reflect, to take it all in and to take it slow. And maybe it's time to really start hitting that goals when spring comes around. But yeah, that's just something I'm thinking about. Yes, I'm very excited for everything that's to come. I've planned a little bit for this YouTube year as well because I'm taking this seriously. Yes, it's a bit of a part-time thing, but so far I really enjoy it. I enjoy filming a lot. Not the cutting process, that takes a little bit long, but I really enjoy the filming, and I think that's the most important thing. I've got so many things I want to talk about and share with you and explore myself, and I'm excited. So hopefully we're gonna see each other next week for our travel vlog of Austria, and yeah, see you then.